I'm Genevieve Bargello.
And I'm Eileen Wurst.
And this is CFB News. Well, the Twister's reign of terror has ended, and the Twister has been unmasked. Turns out, the Twister was a lot of different people. At the local city council meeting, over a dozen people admitted to being the Twister when questioned about the holes. In order to deal with these holes, the city council has decided that these people will be responsible for filling the holes as some sort of community service. Eileen Wurst talked with one of the members of the Skip It gang there.
Thank you, Genevieve. Yes, this supposed quote-unquote Twister acolyte, one of the followers who believed they were supporting the Twister, which again, as we have learned, has been multiple people, decided that it would be a fun summer activity to bond with her siblings. She let me know that they found the Skip-Its in their garage as they were helping their parents clean out for storage and decided to put them on. While unpacking, her mother went to get the mail and tripped on a hole. It's when it all clicked together. Holes, Skip-Its, of course they go together. In their mind. They've retired their robes now, but they are called philosophers as they fill in these holes to repay back to the duty. Now, I did ask, have the Skip-Its been retired? And word on the street is, if you want to be in a Skip-It tournament, if you go at midnight into the woods, you may have a good time. Other than that, everybody has been safely secured, and Mr. Edgars is yet again under surveillance. We do hope this time it stays that way. This has been CFB
News. It's my birthday week, which means I get to pick the episode topic. And I didn't have much because I did take a nap a few hours ago, but then I was like, what about an educational dark ride? And look, it feels like, here's the thing, like, burning a dark ride is scary, okay? Because, like, there's only, you would think a town could only have one dark ride, right? But Clatfartburg is the animatronic capital of the world, so they've gotta have more than one,
Yeah, if you can have more than one set of twins, why can't we have more than one dark ride?
Why can't we have more than one dark ride?
And it's in the Clatfartburg Constitution that birthday rules become law. So that also, it's a weird thing that the founder wrote in. I don't know, but
yeah, it is our time to come up with a beautiful educational dark ride. I don't know where this is, and we have a few options, of course. We could put this in a location we already have. We could make a new location. Have we done the visitor center?
No, we haven't.
And I think whole visitor center, I mean, this could just be the Clatfartburg Visitor Center.
I just got tickled by the idea of brochures.
Maybe we just do the visitor center that also has a dark ride in it. I'm going to triple check we haven't done the visitor center because I'm getting paranoid.
I do not think we've done a visitor center.
I think the transportation center is what's confusing me.
Oh, yeah. A similar vibe, but this will be less honking.
We haven't done a visitor center, which is crazy. Okay, so I guess
that's actually kind of stupid.
It's actually really dumb.
This is episode 59. And we haven't done a visitor center, but we have done Stu Kesey. And Sue's
And the visitor center has not even been on our radar. Like, we've completely overlooked that.
Forgot that even existed. And I am frequently doing road trips.
I really should be looking around the places I live to see what weird things exist there. Because we haven't done, like, historical society. These are all things that most towns have that we've not touched at all.
The gas station? We could have a hoot and a half with a gas station. What are we doing?
We haven't done the grocery store, but that'll come.
Just when I think we've run out of ideas. They just come on in.
Remember about real things that exist.
Normal cities and towns. Normal infrastructure. So interesting.
Subscribing to going to like random cities' Facebook events page to get ideas.
Someone listening is like, wait, that sounds like something that happened last weekend at my town. What? What's happening?
Yeah. Wow. The visitor center. Well, we were talking about Crispy hasn't been featured a lot in a while, and I think he's going to be making a big return today.
Oh, baby, yes, he is.
He has to. He simply has to. In case for some reason you started listening 10 episodes ago and we've not mentioned us, Crispy is the town mascot. He's a talking bass.
Mm-hmm. And this is now entering Clatfartburg, a comedy world building podcast. And the birthday girl over there.
I'm Felicia.
And the old birthday girl. I'm Elaine.
I mean, I will say, what is scary about this birthday is it means we are just a few months away from having podcasted together for 5 years.
That's crazy.
In
That's
November.
so wild. Should
we
we do something?
Maybe. I don't know what we'll do.
What's the podcast version of a piñata?
Maybe you and I can privately do something.
I guess, yeah, we do have a friendship outside of this, I guess.
Our reward is we hang out not associated with the podcast.
I remember on Wonka Watch, we would be always so excited to tell you guys. And Felicia and I, we just hung out. Guys, it happened. We were hanging out before this. Just talking. Well, we did a day of
famously,
friendship.
we barely knew each other when we started the podcast. So there was like a few 5 months of the podcast where we were actively doing a creative project together, but I didn't know if we were friends.
Right. It's so funny. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
I can't imagine doing Wonka Watch and despising you. Like, I don't think I would have survived. So.
No, there's no way. And I do want to tell people, this is just a personal thing. My trend of asking, how do I phrase this in a way that doesn't sound crazy? Asking women not of my generation who are a little bit drunk, who I don't know very well, to partner with me on a major creative project has happened once again in my life privately. And it's also worked out well. But it's just really funny that's happened twice. And both our names start with E. Isn't that crazy?
Like, what's that about?
There's
something there.
This visitor center. What are we thinking? How big of a building are we thinking? I mean, it has to be pretty big because there is a dark ride attached to it.
So I'm imagining big, but crowded, but in a cozy way. The way that like a antique or thrift store can sometimes be a little like I think there's a lot in here. I don't think there's a ton of huge open concrete space. I do think it's a big building, but I don't think it's like, I think it's welcome to Clatfartburg. It's a little home, not the warehouse
when
of
we really run out of
Clatfartburg.
ideas, we can do every decade in Clatfartburg and all the businesses that died.
You just wait until we get to the 1920s. You just wait there, kids.
The 1920s Clatfartburg.
1920s Clatfartburg. We're going to talk like this for a whole year.
The problem is, I think we could do that. Because I will say the amount of times we slip into accents has gotten better since Wonka Watch, because I think then we used to just be trying to make things fun for ourselves at all.
Yeah,
we don't do
it was out
as
of
much.
Desperation. Yes.
Yeah, because the amount of time we would just slip into an accent that had nothing to do with what we were talking about was so common on those old episodes. All right. So big building, but crowded. So with lots of relics
I
from
mentioned
the past.
brochures. I'm very passionate about this because my favorite thing to do as a kid, when my parents drove over, I didn't go on a plane until I was 20. So I very used to the rest areas and a lot of visitor centers because we're crossing multiple states. And the wall of brochures, like I knew we weren't going anywhere, but I picked them out like I was picking my future. And oh my God, the Tennessee Welcome Center, the Dolly Parton cardboard cutout, that is a bomb ass amazing visitor center. Great bathrooms. There's is it Florida? Someone has like the bench from Forrest Gump in it randomly. Okay. From the movie, and I sat on it. And I was like, now why is this in a visitor center rest area? So visitor center, we can have an element of museum type vibe if we want as well.
Yes.
Which can connect to the dark ride, etc. But I would love there to be a wall exclusively dedicated to brochures, different activities in town, weird lore. Barnacle Crispin 100% has his little ghost horror brochures there.
Absolutely.
And I think this is great because as a new person coming to town, it's almost like someone approaching this podcast and reading all the titles and going, I don't understand.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. And then you open it up and you're like, maybe I get it. But I think there's a lot of like, you're just like stopping by and you're like, what?
Yeah, imagine when you pick up the Gator Swamp Mansion. When you pick up the Gator Swamp Mansion one and you open it and there's a coffee menu on the inside. What would you feel? Like, how would you feel about that?
There's so many confusing things, like who the fuck made this town? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
who
did
let this
that?
happen? Who's on the city council?
They really got out of hand, didn't they?
There's a board of how did this happen, which explains like how this town got so weird. And it's like a private, like it's a little area if you need time to decompress. It's like by the water fountains in the bathrooms. It's like a little like infographic that explains like because of the burgeoning animatronic population. That makes them sound like they're alive. But
I would love for there to be like this colonial Williamsburg era of Clatfartburg. You know, I just imagine bonnets.
Clatfartburg
I imagine
probably had to
fire.
start as a tourist trap. You know what I mean? Like it had to, and it's just kind of evolved into something more. You know?
Yeah, I mean, unless there's like, it was like a trading post at first. We can figure that out one day. That'd be silly. The
One
actual
day.
founding of Clatfartburg. That's intriguing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love all the how did this happen?
Why did this
Versus
place get so weird?
our history? No, how did this happen? We understand it doesn't sound real, and yet.
So what I think is interesting about, I mean, we have to have Crispy presence here. It is a shame that the AI Crispy is at the library and not here, but it's probably good he's not here because he'd probably drive a lot of people away. There's an AI hologram of Crispy that tries to help answer questions about the library, but it's really bad. It does not work, for the record. It's not a great showing of AI. So it's probably good it's not here because I don't think people would really like it.
Is someone dressed up as Crispy giving facts?
I hate
That's the
that.
question.
Is there a Crispy animatronic? Is there Crispy in peak talking bass form, the way people picture talking bass is? And you can like press a button. He's next to a map of Clatfartburg, and you can press a button, and he'll give you a little speech about the place on the map.
Fuck yes.
That's what it is.
Fuck yes.
So, like, if you press the button about like the lake was man-made in 19 and
There were 2 lesbian pirates. Isn't that cool? Haha.
love is love.
There's always like a weird like like he adds like a moral to something like
Yeah.
it's like the thing in the woods is a theater. Isn't that interesting? And deforestation is a very serious problem we should all pay attention to. Recycle.
Yeah.
Like
Percy Fairway has designed a golf course that has been called by critics punishing and the challenging experience, but it is one of the biggest draws to Clatfartburg today. Never give up on your dreams. Always take time to appreciate the arts.
that's really cute. I want it to look like an old-fashioned map too, like old-timey kind of like crinkly too. That's cute. I wonder, do you have to like how do you get on the map? How do you choose to get on the map? Like,
Ooh, that's a great question. It's probably a huge revenue draw for them. There's probably some. I think Lamarck Rouge was thoroughly rejected from trying to get on the map. Or they got on the map and Crispy said, sometimes you don't always have to succeed, and sometimes it's best to give up. And everyone was like, what?
people say Europe is beautiful. Maybe you should stay there. Haha. Because Clatfartburg has a weird undertone, which we haven't brought up in a while. But they do have a
because
weird
I think
undertone
sometimes
where
we
they
feel
reject
weird about
European culture. Not in like a pro-America rah-rah kind of way, just like a
They feel
Europeans, what are
pretentious.
you doing kind of way. It's a pretentious thing. They're like, stay humble. And that is their perception of it, which can get silly sometimes. So it would be funny if like this little group of French tourists have walked in. Oh, what a beautiful town. Let me see what is over here. Do you like ketchup?
I do think this is probably a paid thing, as much as we like Clatfartburg to be like very socialist at times. I do think this is a more probably promotional paid thing, which would fund the dark ride that we're going to build.
Yes.
I think we did pressed pennies in the transportation center episode. Yeah, I think that's why I'm getting.
So we
confused, 'cause
should
I think
have
we
some here
did.
too. They could be different.
So more pressed pennies.
More pressed pennies. Let's go.
There's a little merch store, I'm sure, of Clatfartburg. You know, you can get some Sinaster merch. Bring him back out. Some Sinaster merch.
He's a Shetland pony that is supposedly lets you know that bad thing's about to happen. He's like an omen of
no Harry Narfrog merch, and I'm not going to explain that.
Oh no,
because actually, you know what? I think the picture book is there. The one between
that'd be cute.
The one that Ruth Chakra and Scott wrote together. I'm not going to get into that.
The mystery book with the Blanche Otters where they solve mysteries.
Yep,
that's on the shelf.
Those
wow,
are on
it's
the
all
shelves.
Coming back. I think you can get a little bucket hat, but it's like crispy.
It looks like crispy.
It's printed demonically. Like Crispy's eyes are on your forehead, and but it's a bucket hat. They didn't think that well.
There's a lot of like little novelty buttons and things like that. I haven't thought I thought of one earlier today that I was thinking about making for you, and I don't remember what it is anymore. Oh, I was the weatherman for one day at CFB News. I wanted to make us buttons of that. I was CFB News' weatherman for 24 hours.
That's so funny.
I don't know if they sell that, but I want one. I'm not above wearing merch on my own podcast, because really we're only making them for each other.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I think this banging postcards, I'm going to throw it out there.
Oh, yeah.
Banging postcards. As we have all seen the map, which is canonically the cover art of this podcast.
Yeah.
And we will address the serpent one day. One day we will address the serpent.
Oh, yeah, the serpent in the hill. Yeah.
It will happen one day, but we've got time. We've got time. We haven't worked on higher elevation too much.
No, we've really been flat so far.
We've gotten to the base of a mountain-ish, kind of with the cave for Wade Domino, but we really haven't gone up high. We really haven't
gone down, but we've
expanded.
never talked about up.
So we got real estate to play with.
Yeah. So I think some beautiful postcards for sure. Some novelty postcards. You can have some, CFB t-shirts. I feel like they love some tie-dye here. I think there's a lot of tie-dye.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I see that.
I
Blue,
think they
yellow,
sell like
green.
ornaments year-round. Some local artisan stuff. You can get some Pankins napkins, with like a little this is from local artisan Nancy Pankin of Pankins napkins. And her store is located at blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
That kind of thing. And maybe they have we need to talk about eventually what is the Clatfartburg dessert,
Oh, yeah, we do.
We've talked about other stuff, but we've not really gotten into the dessert.
We've got a chowder, but we do need a dessert. You're so right. And a cocktail.
Yeah, maybe there's
a
powdered chowder mix, which I believe is partially vanilla pudding. So that actually is very possible.
It actually would work out very well. Yeah,
I think it's vanilla pudding and broccoli
rub. Yeah.
I think is what it is. It's disgusting.
Yes. If we it's
like,
eventually
when you
this...
go to Colonial Williamsburg and they sell you hoop and stick embroidery or whatever, it was in a little
you can buy a little bag to make hardtack in too.
That's that kind of thing. It's packaged
now why would I ever want to eat your Civil War stale ass bread? I'm good, thank you. But hey, I get it. And guess what? My family did buy it because they were a bunch of fucking history nerds.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining my family in this place.
Yeah.
This is good. What kind of I guess snacks? I was like crispy chips. Would they call them crisps?
We've
Crispies
never gotten
crisps?
into. There absolutely has to. Do we think they got a cease and desist from Goldfish?
Yeah, I think they did.
Crisps,
which means someone from Goldfish. Because I don't know, how does that happen? I don't know if they're maybe they made a post, but I do love the idea of someone from Goldfish was in Clatfartburg.
Well, I think maybe what might have happened is somebody in the 80s just repackaged Goldfish and sold them as crisps.
Yeah, which really fits.
But now we have a real crispy chips. I don't think I feel like Clatfartburg is anti-synthetic food dye, and not in a way that's scary. In a way that's just they're not going to do it. In an Annie's mac and cheese way, not in a RFK way.
K kind of way. Yeah, no, 100%.
They're not selling raw milk, let's be clear. But
yes. Yeah.
They would prefer a blueberry dye to a red 40,
Yeah. No,
just based on the vibe of the town we've gotten so far. So I think maybe they aren't like greeny blue like Crispy is.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say it's that option, or the other option is a dog treat I have gotten for Fern, and I didn't realize the way they were going to come. My dog likes fish. That's unfortunate for me. She's really into fish. So I will treat her occasionally to like cod skin, which is just a rod of cod skin. But I did once, I thought I had gotten a bag of tiny them because they smell bad. And I was like, let me give you a tiny portion. You're happy. My house doesn't smell bad, but I think they were anchovies or sardines or whatever. They were dehydrated and crispy, but they came as the full tiny fish, eyes, everything. Yeah. And it was just a bag of fish, crunchy fish. Can you imagine? You're going to get your crispy crisps and then it's just straight up.
Well, but Clatfartburg is so anti-eating of fish. It's almost like the opposite of pescatarianism.
I was going to say, they must hate pescatarians because they're like, you already were making choices. Why did you let that one slide?
Yeah, lock me up. No, I'm joking.
In the 1670s, there was a jail for 3 months that specifically housed pescatarians. The dark side of Clatfartburg's history.
Yeah, I think they're just crackers. You know what? Maybe they've turned into cracker sandwiches.
Oh, that's fun.
Like two little fish and then something in the middle. I don't know what in the middle.
Yeah, they could have different flavors. They could have like a cheese, a peanut butter, Oreo type filling kind of situation. They could have a couple Krispy Kreme.
they're barely getting a cease and desist. It's just spelled with C's, so they're fine. Krispy Kremes. Yeah, that's what they are.
Yeah.
So you can buy those. You can buy fucking rock candy because I think they legally have to sell rock candy.
I fucking love rock candy.
I'm glad someone does.
Look, I love nothing more than I have just left a cavern in Kentucky and I'm in that gift shop and there is rock candy. I survived.
It's going to be there.
I have to have it. It's a cavern. It's what the little elves are doing in the holes.
It's like going to a museum. You know astronaut ice cream's going to be there if you're at a science museum. It's a sure bet, which is kind of awful. It's one of the worst textures I've ever eaten. But
yeah,
I do want to try it every time.
Because you think maybe this is the time. You've been conditioned to think about. But this is why I love gift shops. Because they make you somebody else you're not. It's like when you're in Disney, you're like, I do want to own a whole wardrobe of Disney stuff. And then you leave Disney, you're like, oh, this is a lot of Disney stuff all at once.
Yeah. So, should we just start tackling this dark ride?
I think we should. Yep.
I think we might as well. I don't know if it's about, like, the founding of Clatfartburg. Because I don't really want to get into that today, Mm-hmm. And I also think the founding of any town in America has deeply sinister.
Yeah, we need a moment to figure that out.
We need to figure out how to make it without it seeming really sinister,
Yes, yeah.
Because, I mean, Clatfartburg does take place in an alternate reality where a lot of the things that are really bad aren't as bad.
Yes, yeah.
In the sense of just people, a lot of bad things didn't happen because this is fun.
Yeah.
But
like no one died in the making of Clatfartburg. So
yes,
and everyone willingly chose to be in Clatfartburg and to work on Clatfartburg, and we're paid handsomely for it. So,
but America has a history.
America does have a history.
Flippantly,
it does have a history. The visitor center is not ignoring a history; it's just not there in this realm. What if it's like the spirit of Clatfartburg? What if it's like a weird vibe of Clatfartburg or something? It's like the fucking, not to bring up Disney again, but like the Epcot movies for each of the countries. So yes. I thought you were about to do It's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow.
No, but Carousel Progress actually is probably a better comp where it's just like the refrigerator, like
my video games.
I think the spirit of Clatfartburg is probably right. You wrote Hershey's Chocolate World. That's basically what the Hershey's Chocolate World Rise is. It's the spirit of chocolate. Very strange.
Is. Yeah.
Very strange.
And that can go in so many.
It's just a bunch of fireworks on screens with photos of people at Hershey Park, and you're like, I'm here. I don't need this. You don't need to advertise me. I'm already here.
This can be as metaphorical.
This is
as you want it to be.
It's Clatfartburg's Great Movie Ride. That's what this is.
Oh.
The Great Movie Ride.
The Great Movie Ride. I like this. Tell me more. First off, can this be a ride?
Wait, do you not know the Great Movie Ride? I'm using this as a comp.
I do not know it.
Okay, this is a Disney ride that I guess closed before you got to go on it. It is a ride that's basically
because I definitely would have
the movies.
sped to it and gone to it.
Yeah, you would have loved this. I honestly recommend you watch it on YouTube. It's great.
Okay.
They got scenes from Mary Poppins, Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Very crucially, and I think this has come up before because I've mentioned this part. It starts with you have a live like narrator, and then that narrator either gets taken over by a Wild West cowboy or like a New York gangster, and they take over the ride, and then they get tempted by the like Indiana Jones skeleton tomb. And then they die from that. And then your narrator comes back like, hey, sorry, guys, I got out. And then they do the rest of the ride.
Okay. But
it's like the spirit of the movies is what it is. You know?
I love that.
And that's what I mean in the sense of, I don't say it's Clatfartburg's great movie ride. It's a great movie ride-like version of Clatfartburg.
Gotcha. Okay. I was about to be like, are we making movies? Are we making movies and a dark ride? I mean,
we have made a few movies.
We'll film it. You went to film school. I am friends with you, so it's kind of like
film school is a strong word for what I did.
You did film in school.
I was a studio art major that had 3 film classes because they were the only ones offered by my school. I got into film school. You got into film school. Yeah, you got in though. So really, you can't take that away from me. I could have gone to film school. I could have had an MFA.
But here you are.
That sounded really bitter. I'm not, for the record.
I'm not
bitter at all.
Okay, so where I want to first talk about the actual vehicle itself.
Yes.
Is this I kind of imagine that this ride it's safe, but I don't know if it's
an e-bike?
Oh my god. They do love their e-bikes.
They do love their e-bikes.
What if
an
before?
E-bike?
I bet this is a renovation that happened in like the 90s. Because I mean, I don't know when e-bikes happened, but I imagine they were ahead of the curve whenever it first popped up. And I wonder if before that it was horses. Like you were riding horses, and these horses were so old and creaky. So maybe they have one of the old horses like in the corner or something, and it's like shocking that anyone survived. But yeah, now it's e-bikes. That's really terrifying. Do you get to be like side-by-side bikes with another person, or is everyone doing an individual experience on this ride?
Well, I think the funny thing is like the e-bike is like, because of the way the ride's designed, you're like riding the bike and the bike is moving sideways.
Oh, okay. I see now. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or like it's like a ride vehicle that's meant to evoke an e-bike, but doesn't really work. Or maybe it's just like whatever. I think the ET ride vehicles are bikes. Let me look at that so I can make this make sense in my head. ET ride bikes. What do they look like? Show me. I have to wait a 1 minute delay. God, what'd I do to myself? 53 seconds. Hold on. Or maybe it turns you at times so you can face the scene.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
But there is an element of you are riding the bike sideways. Do you have to pedal for power?
I hope not. I think you have optional pedals.
Yeah.
Maybe you get, okay, you know what? It could be like the Buzz Lightyear thing where you're hitting your laser and you get points. You could get some points for pedaling. So you don't have to, but you can rank up points. And it's like, oh, this is how many.
And it's like an eco thing where it's like you generated a 1 kilowatt of electricity while riding this ride, you know?
Maybe the final scene is how much you were able to light up all the stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
that's kind of cute.
And when I do love showing it, it's like, yeah, like you doing that did that amount of energy. I like that because education.
Okay, I think it's actually they just stole the ET ride bikes.
I feel like I'm looking at a photo of it, but it doesn't look real. It looks clunky as hell, and I really enjoy that. Is that matching way? Oh, here's a better photo. Yes. Okay, I'm in. Okay, that looks cozy. You actually have a seat. You're not like sitting on a bike. The bike's just in front of you, and you're in like
a normal seat.
It's like you're in a chariot. You're in a chariot, and your horse is like front of the bike. I like this. Okay, this is fun.
That works for me because I was just like, I need to figure out how this, because all I'm picturing is just a person on a lone bike, and I was like, that doesn't work.
When we go down and we hit the water, like the log flume section, we're gonna, this will be better to understand. So, that's perfect. Okay, so we're in our e-bikes, and we're heading into the dark ride. What's the first little thing we're gonna get? Like the spirit of Clatfartburg. I mean, I guess crispy, right?
Dark
It needs to be a
room.
crispy. Yes.
And a crispy. I think a crispy welcomes you. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my little town. I've called this place home for, I don't know, 50 years? Don't worry, I don't age like normal fish. That's kind of our first intro. Today, I'm going to show you some of the wonderful things about our town of Clatfartburg. And hopefully you'll get to meet some of my friends along the way, if they manage to show up. Let's go and take a ride through town. Pedal away. That came too easily to me. I just for anyone, I'm going to be dropping so many ride references. I'm picturing him literally in the darkness, like that part of Muppet Vision 3D where Waldo C. Graphic is alone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if he's on a screen here. I think he might be on a screen here. I don't know if he's an animatronic yet.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why I want him in the dark.
No, it makes sense. He needs to be in the dark. Yeah. It solves the situation of, am I riding a bike in the ocean or is he land okay? Is this just a fish?
Crispy's
on land,
okay.
So.
I think Crispy's his own thing.
Yeah, I think, but if you're new to Clatfartburg, you're trying to wrap your head around Crispy. Like, that's your introduction. That is how you first understood. You're like, I don't what? And you're moving on to the next thing. Do we think brilliant.
This ride is like impossibly long? Do we think this ride is like 40 minutes?
Yes.
This is like,
is it free? Also, is this free to people? Is it the first ride? Maybe it's free. Second ride, you got to pay.
Maybe $5. Which, I mean, if it's 40 minutes, a steal.
Oh, this is a great steal. And there's multiple photo ops. Don't worry.
Yeah. I think at one point he has a 10-minute conversation with a historical figure. Maybe Bartholomew, Arkansas.
That would be fun. Well, hey, everybody. I'm here with my friend Bartholomew, Arkansas. He's a criminal, but he does it in a kind of a silly way. Hi, Bartholomew. How are you? Ha-ha.
Bartholomew, Arkansas slash Alexander is Clatfartburg's most famous thief who burned down a building, stole increasingly large objects. He's in the public museum episode, which is like episode 3, but we did a whole episode about him and his gang on Buy Me a Coffee.
The mystery meat gang.
So if you ever want to go about that, Clatfartburg.com. I think that happens. I don't think that's the first thing, though. I think maybe next we have Crispy coming in. Do they give him wings for this scene as he flies over a model of the town that's like 10 years out of date?
Yeah, and there's some sweeping strings happening, like...
This is Clatfartburg, and this is what it probably looks like today. As you can see, people ride on e-bikes all through the street, just like what you're on. I think this was sponsored by an e-bike company. Just like what you're riding on. All throughout town, there are so many wonderful characters and people to explore and meet.
Oh, and then like a choir comes in. Men and women, like that combo, like in the intro of any Disney movie from the 90s, there's always like a choir singing for 10 minutes over the credits.
Yeah.
And there goes Crispy flying over the town once again. Clatfartburg, the most place on earth. Oh. It just kind of repeats.
He just kind of does a few loops in the air.
That's me.
That. Ha ha. Ha ha. Let's go explore our lovely town. And then he flies into the next scene and you follow him. There's a lot of just sitting and watching on this dark ride. There's actually minimal movement.
I think there's mist at some point. I think there's a mister.
Well, I think at one point we have to go and address his comic book origins. I think maybe we meet some friends from the comic who I know we established and I don't remember literally at all. So
there's a trout because that's what starts the Trout Scouts, and I don't remember the name of the trout, but there is a trout.
There was,
and there might be a shell. I'm making that up now.
I'm feeling like there might have been a shell. Well, there's a shell now.
There is a shell now.
Crispy and his kelp burger. No. It was he likes normal burgers. So this was the post kelp burger vegetarian crispy controversy.
Right, which you can learn more about in Jim's Barbecue, an episode we never talk about. You want to talk about an episode we never talk about? Jim's Barbecue.
I actually think about that episode a lot. It's just like it's really hard to tie into anything.
It's it's such in its own world. I thought about it the other day. I was like, man, I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's skeletons involved in that one.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the skeletons. But, like, where are you going to bring it back? Actually, we do bring up some of the characters we made for it. Russell Brussel has been removed, but Pierre Bongiorno has come up multiple times since. So it's not completely undiscussed.
Do you want Pee-wee and Huey, whatever his other, Weepy was his name? They can show up in this dark ride.
But they're not
There were multiple
enough.
iterations.
They're not iconic enough.
That's fair. I do think it would be fair if there's a flop section in this ride, right? Like, because you always go to a thing and they're like, and this is something that's really cool. And it's like, it's actually not. You thought it would be when you made the ride, but now it's like, we don't care.
Yeah, like something about the future of Clatfartburg where, like, Crispy's wearing cyber glasses and it just, like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So we can have, like, a chopped section if there's anything that's, like, you want to throw it in there. Like, I say go for it.
A brief interstitial happens at some point with his characters from the thing. And I don't know, personally, I'm over every dark ride needs a story. That whole thing going on where it's like, but what's the story of the ride? I don't care. I just want to look at pretty shit. I don't
just have fun. Just have an experience, you know?
Not everything needs to go horribly wrong. I just want to watch the movie again on the ride. So sue me.
I didn't know you would be taking such like hard stances in this episode. My gosh.
Our
most political episode yet.
From a girl who's not ridden most of these rides and just watches videos of them on YouTube. Yeah, strong takes. This ride will never be trackless. Okay. Do we think? I think we could cycle these around animatronics. Is there any like big town attractions that maybe the Bartholomew Alexander section is kind of an ad for the public museum?
I think that'd be cool. Yeah, go see like the history. They got the bust.
And if you want to learn more about Bartholomew, Arkansas, wait, we can transition from the map into that. But it's like, but there's one building that used to be here who's not anymore, and we. Wait, but everyone believes that was because of the really hot sausage. No one in town thinks it's Bartholomew, Arkansas that did that.
Mysteriously and unrelated at all, the Great Stick actually burned down due to a really hot sausage. It could just be something like that, where it's like totally unrelated and surely not at the hands of somebody who would have seen
the Great Stick because he was alive during that area was Clatfartburg's famous thief, Bartholomew, Arkansas. Let's hear his story.
When a museum is like, and probably at that time, Martha would have also been eating vanilla ice cream on a stool that looks kind of like this, with a spoon that might have looked like this, and a bowl that's kind of like this, and the recipe could have been like this. It's just a lot of like,
okay, we're just guessing.
Sorta.
This is like the vibe.
Our lives right now, and they're like, Elaine probably woke up every morning and went on to ChatGPT to plan her day. She then proceeded to eat her scoops of collagen in a smoothie and made sure to not consume a single seed oil. Vaccines, not for her, as she proceeded to go out to her Tesla.
Made me sick to my stomach.
So
what a horrible reality.
I'm sorry to do that on your birthday episode.
Well, you did it to yourself. At least it wasn't about me.
Yes. No, I would never defame you in such a way.
Okay, so I like this. What are other scenes we could have?
I think aquatic, like I think the Blanche otters you did. Yes. They should probably pop up. They are like a pretty big thing. We don't talk about them too much because it's like it's an otter.
Maybe
they're
we
cute.
Don't do the tune origins and we do the animals of Clatfartburg.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
You get like a very Living with the Land-esque like diorama where Crispy's sitting on a beach chair and like little Blanche Otter animatronics pop out of the water. That actually rocks. That's
so amazing. Oh my god.
And he talks to them, and then maybe we get maybe there's
but Blanche otters are blonde otters that were brought over by Winifred Blanche in 1932.
Yes, thank you. Maybe we get one of the Zarella birds before they were a full like invasive species.
A unique bird species has come to Clatfartburg, and we hope they have a lovely stay.
Yeah.
That was really controversial for the couple of months. Yeah, that was really controversial.
Yeah. But now it's kind of like an interesting relic of another time. There's some other, what are some other animals? I mean, we could have, the scene ends with, but who's that? And it's the glowing red eyes of Sinaster. We gotta get out of here.
And that's when your bike is going backwards. Like, I think getting sucked backwards away, but you have to stare at the spooky thing. I think that's pretty solid. And then you turn at the last minute to, like, go to the next thing.
That's what's going on there. Love
I think
that.
That's fun.
Is there any other animal life of Clatfartburg we want to include? The moss was is there a weird plant in Clatfartburg? No, there's not, because there was the imported moss during the imported moss they used for absinthe. That's like a South Carolina thing.
Yes, the Spanish moss.
Which now that also does indicate some locations. So maybe it wasn't imported from minutes away.
They harvest it and someone brings it to them because they don't feel like leaving.
It's imported.
So therefore, imported.
Into the building. It was imported into the building.
Into the building. This does not exclude any state. I know you're trying to get us. You're not going to get us. You're not going to get us this time. Whoa, you know what I forgot about? I don't even remember its name. The fucking frog boat.
Oh my god, the frog ferry.
The frog ferry.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I guess that could just be like carrying some of the animals. I don't, because that's like an old part of Clatfartburg. It's like busted as hell.
Well, because I believe what it was is back in the day, it was like a scary platform that eventually turned into a frog somehow.
Yes. And it is a ferry. It's just like, it keeps breaking down a lot.
Yeah.
So I could see the frog ferry have been inserted as this like very exciting new Clatfartburg thing into the ride at some point, and now it's hilariously like decrepit. But they're like the new frog ferry.
Yeah, maybe that's just like friend. You kind of pass by it very vaguely.
My name's Fickle Grubber.
Okay, next scene. Oh yeah, that's
me, Fickle Grubber. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
About that.
Oh gosh.
And then maybe the next scene is the Carousel of Progress scene. That's like the Clatfartburg's innovations. So,
shockingly, a lot actually can go in here.
These are some of the many things that Clatfartburg has invented. We are known as the animatronic capital of the world. Not that I know anything about that, though. Ha ha. I think Crispy could be called annoying.
At some point, can he have a crisis on this ride where he has to meet his other selves and realizes, am I Crispy or am I just a Crispy? And then laughs it off and moves on.
He sees,
Crispy and Winkle,
a lot of these are fish like me. And that one's called Crispy. And that one's called Crispy. And that one's called Crispy. So if they're all Crispy and I'm Crispy, who's the real Crispy? I guess we'll never know. Ha ha! And then we keep moving.
And then you just zoom into the next section.
Whoa, so fast.
There's actually a bunch of fans come out of nowhere. It's very jarring. You're just like,
yeah, this is the mist. This is where the mist comes in. The Sinaster actually has the mist, I think.
This is our tunnel. This is the tunnel section.
The tunnel section of the ride. Is there like a bunch of floating Crispies with like crazy graphics on the wall?
Yep, yes, there.
And it kind of looks like he's dead in a few of them, and that wasn't on purpose.
There's just like an image of the Fief, the fish beef burger that's from the Patty Royal Burger King place. It's just like hovering around.
Oh, it's the tunnel of Clatfartburg Past, which are all the businesses that have closed, and they updated over time.
High octane cat spa.
Yeah, the cat spa. It's a cat taking a shit is one of them. You know, the Fief, all those things. Actually, the Thief might still be around. I don't remember. I
the Thief is still
remember nothing from the Burger King episode.
They're thriving now. They're their own thing now. It was about Patty coming into her own. I don't know if her name's Patty.
I don't think it was. That would have been a better name.
We'll figure it out one. I'll listen to it again at some point.
Something very like 70s new age. I remember.
Oh, I love that. We should bring her back for something. I don't know. I feel like she deserves a second.
We'll have to listen to the episode and remember who she is, and then we'll come and bring her back. Okay,
I would love actually if anyone emails us, if you have a character you're like, what the hell happened to them? I'm curious to know if there are any characters that have been left behind that haunt you. Because for us, it's like come and go. But like, do you have someone who haunts you?
We remember quite a good amount of them, I would say, for how many we've made.
Yes. But some of
it's still
them lost
challenging.
to time.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Is there anything we want in the Clatfartburg innovation section? Like, because I'm trying to think, are there any like real like inventions? I don't think we've actually done a lot of inventions. The more I think about it.
That's so true. I feel like we've had a lot of creativity.
Maybe he talks about like this restaurant. There's like a magnifying glass on a plate of mashed potatoes. And he's like, this restaurant, revolutionized what dining could be, and how hard it can be to calculate a tip. You know, that kind of stuff.
Maybe the science section of the museum, actually, because they have the really cool like they have the aquarium for all the otters, and it was like really like the way they've done it's very innovative and eco-friendly, and like I think a lot of this is
focusing on the eco-friendly. Some of it's like very legislative. Yeah. Like, we are the first place to have mandatory bike lanes. It's like Clatfartburg's themed public transportation to make getting around fun and affordable. That kind of stuff, you know, because there is famously themed buses, which I've completely forgot about.
Yes. Yes. That's just been casually happening in the background this entire time.
You can get on an aquarium boat. Isn't there one where the seats are yoga balls?
I think so. I think so.
So imagine people are getting to their job, getting off the yoga ball bus. Imagine that's your fucking route. You'd be so pissed. That's why everyone's on their fucking bike.
It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan.
So it's a lot of stuff like that. I think maybe he talks about the napkins. Oh, maybe we talk about the retirement community, because I do think that is an innovation, a LARP-based retirement community. I had a dream last night that I was at a LARP summer camp.
In like a good way or a bad way?
Actually, no. That was my dream during my nap. Like 2 hours ago. That wasn't last night.
I think we should go LARPing together at some point just for the experience, and then to come back and tell others how it went.
I think
we should make a Clatfartburg LARPing camp.
Where you're just playing normal, weird business owners. It's just role-playing having a small business.
It's the dream of the museum where you wanted to go be the postman. You're just making that come to life.
Exactly. Okay. I feel like we need one or two more tableaus, and then I think this ride is beautiful and finished.
What about like musicians of Clatfartburg? Like,
ooh, we've not touched that at all. The arts of Clatfartburg. Crispy puts on a beret. And that's when they talk about the cartoonist. And it's like,
yes, that's good.
So if he drew me, then where did I come from? Guess we'll never know. Ha ha. You know? That kind of thing. We get a little Della Noir feature, I think, because she is one of the most famous artists of Clatfartburg. We talk about some other musicians. I don't think Skylar Cloud gets a shout out. I don't think she's that good.
No.
The problem is we've never talked about good musicians of Clatfartburg, which there absolutely are some. It's just there feels like we need to make the music then, and that's a lot of pressure, you know?
Yeah. I think they get desperate. So like Austin Butler once stayed at the dog park because he got lost. He slept in the and he played Elvis, so he's there too. The busker, one of the buskers
opens. There's a doghouse opens, and then it opens it, and then an Elvis goes, "Oh!" There's whatever an Elvis noise is, you know.
Herbert Barge paid a lot of money. He runs the river tours, and he also loves to play the banjo, and he has his own albums and CDs he likes to sell, and he is 100% showing up in here. He paid handsomely to be featured as an artist from Clatfartburg.
There's also Herbert Barge. Okay.
There's
not much to say about
Lake Am I Wake. His famous single.
I do think Clatfartburg has like a jazz legend in the past.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they get most of the feature here, but we don't need to get into the jazz legend.
That'll happen later. That's a
I
different
think they're
day.
very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then one or two more scenes. And then I think, do we do Clatfartburg of the future and then closing out?
I think so. I think that'll be good.
So Clatfartburg of the future is, as you said, the flop scene, where Crispy is absolutely wearing cyber glasses.
Stanley Cups are everywhere.
Stanley Cups are everywhere. I'm picturing there's very visible poles holding up Crispy the whole time. Like you can literally just see, like, you know, like there's no sense of like, because he's kind of floating through in these scenes.
Yeah,
and
he's like
picturing like
a merry-go-round horse level pole of like up down clunky. Oh my god, yeah.
Like it's very clunky, but it is.
My
charming.
BlackBerry phone is very high tech.
Yeah.
I'm able to talk to people wherever they are on my new device that has a full keyboard, buttons included. Plus my cybernetic glasses, which always tell me the temperature. Okay, you know.
Streaming is everywhere, so I no longer own anything. Yay! Ha!
I no longer need a fridge as all foods cool themselves.
Beanbags are couture.
It just shows an image of the Widgeon, which is the fancy hotel, and all the nice furniture is gone. It's just beanbags. Shimmer and innovation. Shimmer can go in innovation. Shimmer can go in innovation. There we go.
Right.
It's
Shimmer,
shimmery slime. There we go.
Shimmer slime.
Gotta give Kermit Hastings
His due.
his flowers. His due.
I think there's also cars will be abolished. That hasn't happened yet. But Crispy really wants
abolished.
Unfortunately, Faxfall has declared bankruptcy. All of Faxville is gone. They no longer exist. Haha! Starbucks has fallen.
Starbucks. All of them have fallen. All chains have fallen. The Cheesecake Factory holds on with final claws until one day we will purchase it and take it over and make them all discrete locations with new themes for each ones, but just an expansive menu. Everyone's like, is this like a manifesto?
It gets so like a little weird at the end, and it goes on for a little too long.
The Crispy Cake Factory.
And then we move on
Crispy
to the final
Klonopin
scene.
will be popular everywhere. All medicines will be crispy.
It's not a cult.
It's not a cult.
It's not a cult. It's not a cult.
We move on. We're at the final. If this is a cult, then what's Mickey Mouse? Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Tell
we
us.
move on to the final scene, and I think it's a song. It has to be a song. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it's a little Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie. Do you know what I mean? There's a little like they're kind of ripping that, you know, but like the end with all the Muppets. I think it's
Well, we've met so many friends, but it's sadly time to end.
I think I'm copying a song. I can't be making this up.
Parody. Parody.
Yeah. I think am I singing My Darling Clementine? It might be.
I couldn't even tell. I was taken away.
Okay.
It's just a Celine Dion ripoff of something.
But now that you're here on your bikes that are making electricity, I can use those kilowatts to power these lights. And with your invention and ingenuity, Clatfartburg becomes what it is.
They nailed the first two lines, and then it just keeps kind of getting work.
And then at some point it's just going, crispy,
The spirit
crispy,
of creativity.
Crispy.
Yeah. It felt like I was writing a national anthem in a way I didn't like.
Whoa.
Spooked me. I felt like I was writing propaganda as I was singing that song.
We've we've had like socialism and then nationalism and crispy. So we've always said there's like a thin line with the fascism of crispy, but it's healthy. And
he's not fascist. Let's be very, very clear.
There are those Saint candles, and there is crispy on it. But I own a Saint candle that has Eleanor Roosevelt on it, so don't read into it too much. It's fine. They're not like I don't know, gathering in a circle
I think
and
the
lighting
blonde
it.
otters are also there to sing. Do we think Sinaster? Do we think all of the characters from the ride come and sing? So like Sinaster, Bartholomew Alexander / Arkansas, the Blanche Otters, the Frog Fairy, a pile of shimmer, a napkin with a face on it. Yeah.
Thank you for listening to my spiel. Watch out for that cheese of wheel.
They're not good at it.
Yes, and then a wheel of cheese runs through. Oh, and then that's the end of the ride is a wheel of cheese chases you out to the exit, and that's like the scare photo. Because Sinaster famously had many accidents with wheels of cheese.
And we one day will talk about Pankin's ponies, by the way. That will be happening someday.
Oh, yes, the other... Yeah. Nancy Pankin's sisters. Or cousin? It was her sister, right?
I think so. I wrote it down somewhere. Well, we'll figure it out.
Well, I think we've done it. I don't know what else
experience.
there is to do here.
Can it be like, say cheese, as the wheel is like barreling and then photo?
Oh, yeah. And the wheel has a face.
God, nightmare. Now the question is the face constantly rolling? Like, is it on the side, or is this like cheese, like just
yes,
doom, like floating ghost demon toward you as a single face?
I think the floating towards you is so scary. I think it is rolling. So I think the face, you only see it sometimes. Wow. I think that's great. Is there anything else to cover in the visitor center? I think there's a little children's playground outside.
Cute. I think there's like free coupons, like nice coupons to different activities and places.
You know what? I think there's crispy splash pad for hot summer days.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There's a cute little dog area.
Details.
So it's just, it's a pleasant place.
Oh, we've never gotten into vending machines.
A vending machine that's just rock candy. Just rock candy.
Okay, that's there. But I feel like we could go into vending machines a little more in detail.
100%.
Well, I love this episode. What a delightful way to spend my birthday. We have made a new ride for Clatfartburg, and I think that's beautiful. And Crispy has come back in a big way. I've been missing him. You know,
I miss my boy. My sweet little boy.
It was nice to have him back. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Clatfartburg. If you want more content from us and some of the insane stuff we alluded to, you can go to clatfartburg.com. That has all of our bonus content. We should have put out recently a new Gay Hardy Boys mystery. I think the closest we've made to actually making a mystery plot in any of these. If you wanted to get a little more of Jean from Jean's Bakery, she's in that episode. Also, a lot of Magnolia Spoon Swamp content and Wait Domino. And a Mr. Edgar's monologue because we're never free. So that's a fun one. And if you want to contact us, you can get in touch with us at clatfartburg@gmail.com or check us out on Instagram at Clatfartburg. Thank you so much for visiting.
Thank you for coming to our visitor center. Did you have a wonderful time?
Yes, thank you so much for visiting the visitor center. And if I'm on this podcast, but there's hundreds of me on other podcasts, then who am I?
And if I sound like you, and you sound like me, and sometimes I think I'm hearing me as you and you as me, then are we the same?
I guess we'll never know. Ha ha!